New details have been released about an Ellsworth drug bust. Good afternoon, I'm Devin Dagnall. The families of those lost to the Lewiston mass shooting are speaking out after the governor's State of the State address. Plus, a local school is working hard to help the homeless, and we'll find out what you need to know before you gamble on the Super Bowl. Thank you for joining us. We'll have those stories and more later on, but first, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, happy Thursday afternoon. A winter weather advisory is posted for the northern parts of the state that will last until 3 a.m. Friday because of 3 to 5 inches of snow, locally up to 6 inches of snow possible there, and then lower results possible further down to the south. We're seeing this snow developing across the northern parts of the state now, and it's tracking off towards the east-southeast as well. Everyone else will see at least something from this later this afternoon or the evening time frame, though, as this wave of energy right here tracks in from the northwest and going to the south and east. It will be out of here later on tonight, and then by tomorrow, we'll just have the clouds to deal with. Futurecast showing the snow moving in this afternoon to the evening time frame. Some rain possible on the coast as well. We'll start to see all this getting out of here as we head towards Friday morning. A little bit of a breeze as well out of the south going toward the north at about 5 to 10 miles per hour throughout the daytime period today. That will continue into parts of tonight as well. By tomorrow, we're looking okay, but the winds may start to pick up as we head towards Friday night. So for the rest of today, upper 30s, mostly cloudy, afternoon snow showers, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, upper 20s, mainly snow showers, some rain could mix in along the coast with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy and breezy. The north wind gusting up to about 15 miles per hour. That hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, a lot of clouds, snow beginning during the afternoon as well. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. An update to a story we first told you about last week. More charges are forthcoming from a drug arrest of 6 people from Ellsworth and Mount Desert on January 24th. Among those arrested was 48-year-old Jeffrey Card from Ellsworth on Wednesday. MDEA agents assigned to the Down East Task Force, along with Ellsworth police officers, went to Card's residence to do a search of his home as part of his conditions of bail. During the search, investigators located approximately a half-pound of fentanyl, along with 36 grams of suspected methamphetamine with a combined estimated street value of $42,000. Card was rearrested and charged with Class A aggravated trafficking and violations of conditions of release. In other news, a man serving a life sentence in one of Maine's most infamous murder cases is getting a chance for a new trial. 66-year-old Dennis Duchesne is serving a life sentence for the 1988 murder of 12-year-old Sarah Cherry. She vanished after babysitting in Bowdoin, and her body was found 2 days later in the woods. Duchesne has maintained his innocence from the start, and he and his supporters have worked for many years to have his conviction overturned or for a new trial. According to the Morning Sentinel, new DNA testing has excluded him from 3 of 6 objects found at the crime scene. He has now been granted a hearing in April where he can use that DNA evidence to argue for a new trial. Governor Janet Mills delivered her State of the State address before a joint convention of the legislature on Tuesday. Now, lawmakers are reacting to what they heard in the governor's speech. Our Augusta reporter, Corey Bouchard, recaps the speech and what legislators have to say.
The state of our state is strong.
During her State of the State address, Governor Mills addressed the legislature and Maine people about the impacts the recent severe storms had on the state, and she says more investments need to be made to fight climate change.
Essentially, I'm talking about taking from the rainy day fund to respond to some pretty rainy days we've had and some pretty rainy days ahead.
It's the #1 threat to our world. Our top leaders don't address it enough, and there are still people in this building that are in denial.
I'm not an advocate of the climate change issue. I've proven several times that the climate crisis was not what caused the storms that happened.
The governor also focused on the October 25th mass shooting in Lewiston. During the speech, she mentioned that 2 days prior to the mass shooting, the FBI ranked Maine one of the safest states for gun violence.
In late October, a gunman took the lives of 18 innocent citizens from ages 14 to 76 and injured many more physically and emotionally. For the sake of our state, doing nothing is not an option.
That call for bipartisanship was echoed by some lawmakers, but others held their ground when it came to their views on gun rights.
But taking away and making it more difficult for law-abiding citizens to have the means to defend themselves and their families, that's not going to make us safer. It might give us an illusion of safety. Government's great at doing that. But what we need is the ability to defend ourselves and our families.
And I think what she said, for some, it's not enough. For others, it's too much. So let's hope we can get something done in the middle here.
I get a little worried that we can be a little too partisan, and I hope that for the sake of the people of Maine that we're able to kind of shove some things aside and actually pass something that's meaningful.
Governor Mills adds that while it has been a hard, tough year for Maine, Mainers are resilient.
Maine people do not welcome crisis or disaster, but we will always rise to meet them.
At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Families are still reeling from the loss of loved ones in the Lewiston mass shooting. And in the wake of the governor's speech, some are asking about gun control, which is one of Governor Mills' primary focuses. Mal Myers reports.
She was right up front.
Bobby Nichols was bowling with her sister Trisha Aslan when gunfire erupted inside Just-in-Time Recreation. Her sister didn't survive.
When they told me, I couldn't breathe.
Doing nothing is not an option.
Now, 3 months after the state's deadliest mass shooting, the governor is calling for improvements to the mental health system.
I propose that we establish a network of crisis receiving centers across Maine so that any person suffering a mental health crisis can get prompt and appropriate care.
I would like to see how that plays out, though.
The governor wants to increase the penalty for selling a firearm to someone who can't have one, and she is proposing closing the background check loophole by requiring them for private sales or at gun shows.
I guess it's a bigger start than I've seen most people make.
Arthur Barnard's son, Arthur Strout, was killed at Schmange's. He doesn't understand why there's opposition.
We can't have people buying guns in parking lots with no one knowing about it or not knowing what their mental state is.
The governor also wants to close a gap in the existing yellow flag law by setting up a process where guns could be taken away from someone before a full court hearing.
They had enough information where they had to take his guns, and they should have, and they didn't. So somebody didn't do their job.
Nichols wants accountability.
There's got to be repercussions.
In a radio interview, Republican Representative Billy Bob Fockingham said he didn't hear anything in the governor's speech that would have changed what happened, and we, quote, shouldn't build gun policy on the actions of one person.
A person really doesn't know until they've gone through this.
Barnard says it's about more than the 18 people killed in Lewiston.
How many mass shootings does it take?
Coming up on ABC7 News at Noon, we'll take a look at one school's project to help the homeless. We'll see you after the break.
Are your gutters weighed down by debris causing them to sag and overflow? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. Clogged gutters lead to costly repairs for your home, so skip the cleaning and stop the clogs with Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter, the world's best gutter, is a high-performance gutter with a lifetime no-clog guarantee. Stop the clutter, get Gutter Shutter. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Gun Sports in Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Central Maine Denture, Corinth Auto Parts, Greenway Equipment Sales, Katahdin Trust Company, Maine Collision Center, and Smokey's Barbecue.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is WVII Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At WVII Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Students at All Saints Catholic School took part in a service project benefiting the homeless. Our Matthew Jurancic has the details.
Students at All Saints Catholic School helped assemble care packages that will be delivered to those who need a little extra help in the Bangor community.
It makes you feel good when you can have you and a little kid help make a difference in the community.
This act of kindness is part of Catholic Schools Week. Students at All Saints Catholic School participate in a variety of activities throughout the week that will help celebrate the educational mission of the schools all over Maine that fall within the diocese. Today's activity included putting hand warmers, food, water, and trash bags into care packages, ensuring the homeless will be taken care of.
I want them to maybe feel like someone did this for me, someone cares. The people that made this really cared about who I was, and they didn't judge that.
The students who helped out are supporting the PATH program, a program offered by Community Health and Counseling Services. Members of the team were at the school watching the students assemble the bags, excited that the kids were able to lend a helping hand.
It's really special to have, the kids in the community give back to folks who are unsheltered, and so this gives them a bit of hope who we're outreaching to get some basic supplies and just let them know that there's kiddos out there and other people in the community that still care about them.
It's a really concrete thing, something food that kids can relate to. It allows them to really understand how they're able to directly help somebody that's really needing that support.
All Saints Catholic School 4th grader Shyla Knight was one student who helped create care packages for the homeless. She says it's important that no matter what's going on in your life, people do what they can to help you out.
Everybody's important in their own way, and it's okay if you're homeless, they're loved.
In Bangor, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Top comedy improvisers in the state are coming together for a benefit show that aims to help support a Maine family whose little boy is fighting against multiple medical issues. And that boy isn't even a year old yet. This is Cody. Cody has spent all but 3 days of his life in the hospital after being born 7 weeks early and then being diagnosed with multiple heart-related conditions, including one that is permanent. He's endured not one, but 2 open heart surgeries and is even scheduled for another procedure this week. He's being treated at the Boston Children's Hospital, and his family says because his condition changes so frequently, his mother must be with him at all times while his dad stays behind to work. The family is from Standish, Maine, and Cody's uncle is organizing a comedy benefit show to raise funds to help the family with the cost of keeping Cody's mom with him in Boston.
Now that this is his new normal, it's going to be an ongoing expense for some time. So this is our opportunity to help raise awareness of their situation, to help raise money to cover those costs. Because right now, though insurance is covering Cody, it's not covering their stay or their expenses while they're down there.
The event will feature family-friendly comedy improv similar to the beloved show Whose Line Is It Anyway? The show is at Nason's Community Center and Little Theater in Springvale, Maine on February 3rd. It starts at 7 p.m. and tickets are $20. If you can't make it down to Springvale for the show, you can still donate to help the family. We will have all the show information and a link to donate to help the family online. Just head to our website, foxbangor.com. By the way, Cody's first birthday is at the end of February, so let's all pull together to help his family get him there. In other news, the Maine Warden Service is expanding a program to safely and quickly rescue people with cognitive conditions who have gone missing. Our David Ledford has more on Project Lifesaver.
The Maine Game Warden Service carries out several search and rescue missions each year, and a number of those calls are for individuals with a dementia-related illness who have wandered away from home.
Generally, we respond to dozens in the course of a year, searches for people with either Alzheimer's, dementia.
According to the Warden Service, those calls can be a drain on resources.
Those searches can be some of the most difficult and kind of last the longest, cost the most. You're talking about bringing in our staff from all over the state sometimes.
That's why for the last 3 years, the Warden Service has been using Project Lifesaver to help bring loved ones home.
I've located the subject.
Under the program, those with a dementia-related illness wear a wrist or ankle bracelet that emits a radio signal. In the event of an emergency, trained response teams can pick up the bracelet's signal with a tracking device. Maine game wardens say that this cuts down on search and rescue times significantly.
Having something like this that, you know, instead of a day, 2 days, 3 days searching, sometimes you can end it in 20 minutes.
This week, the Alzheimer's Foundation of America awarded $6,000 in funding, which will be used to open up the voluntary program to more families.
Wandering is a very common behavior among individuals living with dementia, and it's also extremely dangerous. This is something that caregivers can use to keep their loved ones safe.
To learn more about Project Lifesaver, visit our website, foxbangor.com. In Sydney, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
When we return from the break, we'll learn everything you need to know before you place your bets on the big game. Stay with us.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is WVII Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At WVII Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Welcome to the Orono Arcade, your local, affordable destination. We want to provide you with the best experience we can without costing a small fortune. Our ever-popular 9-hole blacklight mini golf course is a huge attraction. Plus, we have the best arcade video games to choose from, including both modern and retro games. We have weeknight specials consisting of... We look forward to seeing you soon at the Orono Arcade.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
Now, before you start adjusting your TV, relax. There's nothing wrong with it. Watching TV in black and white was the norm when I Love Lucy first aired back in the 1950s. So as our tribute to retro TV continues, we knew we had to share the comedy and the antics of Lucille Ball and Rick Ricardo as it appeared back then. We had a hard time deciding which episode would be the inspiration for today's recipe. Would it be when Lucy and Ethel couldn't keep up with the conveyor belt in the chocolate factory? Or when Lucy tried to do the commercial for Vitamita Vegemin? After a lot of thought, we decided to create a chicken dish inspired by Lucy's visit to a vineyard where she learned how to make wine by stomping on grapes. To make this, we start by sauteing some chicken breasts until they're golden. Then we finish them with a light cream sauce that's accented with grapes and a splash of wine. To get the recipe for what we call grape stomping chicken, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly, who insisted she try her hand, or shall I say her feet, at grape stomping. Make sure you join us tomorrow as we pay a tribute to another retro TV show, and another one that'll have you saying, "Ooh, it's so good."
In other news, 4 current and former Massachusetts state troopers, as well as 2 civilians, have been charged in 74-count indictment. The charges stemming from allegations that the suspects gave passing scores to certain people who applied for a commercial driver's license and received certain benefits in return. Officials say they've identified about 24 drivers who were giving passing scores even if they didn't take the test or failed it.
The indictment alleges these defendants gave passing scores to people who did not pass the test to obtain a CDL. In return for passing unqualified applicants, one of the defendants, Sergeant Gary Cedarquist, is alleged to have received personal benefits of a variety nature. A new driveway valued at over $10,000, a $2,000 snowblower, and other such items. The grand jury indictment against these 6 men includes charges of extortion, honest services mail fraud, conspiracy, false statements, and falsification of records. In short, as alleged in this indictment, the CDLs were for sale, and troopers were bribed with free goods to pass applicants no matter how they performed on the test. 4 of these defendants were arrested this morning, including 2 members of the Massachusetts State Police, Sergeant Gary Cedarquist and Trooper Joel Rogers. 2 civilians were also arrested this morning, Scott Camara and Eric Matheson. 2 retired Massachusetts State Troopers were arrested in Florida yesterday, Calvin Butner and Perry Menendez.
Officials say the defendants also texted each other about what they dubbed the golden handshake and the golden treatment. In other news, gambling has come a long way since the days of Rat Pack and Mississippi riverboats. With Maine's online sports betting and the Super Bowl less than 2 weeks away, our Doug Banks shares with us some terminology before you make that first bet.
It only takes a few clicks to have sports betting at your fingertips. And according to Maine's Gambling Control Unit Executive Director Milton Champion, a lot of Mainers have been on state-approved DraftKings and Caesars Sportsbook, making those few clicks. Due to the state's 10% tax cut, the department estimated over $6 million will go to Maine government by the end of the first year. Now, almost 3 months since going live, the state has brought in over $900,000.
The estimates were around $6 million, and if November and December is the indication, it looks like we're going to meet those estimates.
Using the department's app to track bets in real time across the state, Champion says on Super Bowl Sunday, the map will almost be completely covered. Historically, Super Bowl Sunday brings in a lot of bets, and this year will be the first Super Bowl to have the ease of making bets on your phone in Maine. And Champion says the same advice still applies no matter what day of the year it is. Know when to walk away.
It's a fair industry, you know, it really is, but you got to have your own controls as well.
Some jargon to look out for includes prop bets, a side bet that doesn't include the final score, like points, tackles, or carries. A teaser is parlays with numbers adjusted in the user's favor in exchange for a lower payout. A reverse teaser or pleaser means the opposite. To see these and many more, go to our website, foxbangor.com. In Augusta, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, let's take a look at your full forecast with Devin Biggs.
Today's full weather forecast is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later. A winter weather advisory is up until 3 a.m. Friday morning for the areas highlighted here because of 3 to 5 inches of snow possible, with locally up to 6 inches possible in these areas here from snow moving in today and tonight. So Friday morning at 3 a.m. we'll start to see that expire. But otherwise, though, we're starting to see that snow moving in across the northern parts of the state. Everyone else will start to see more during the afternoon and evening time frame today as we're starting to watch that energy moving in from the northwest and going to the south and east. So here's the cold front right about in here, though, tracking from the northwest going to the south and east, causing snow to already form across the northern parts of the state this morning as well. But even this afternoon, we're going to be watching for some more snow moving in from the north and going toward the south. So this morning, it was mainly the Caribou area. Everyone else gets in on it later this afternoon to the evening time frame, too, as Futurecast is indicating. Notice, though, closer toward the coastline, some rain may try to mix in later on tonight. That will continue as well through early tomorrow morning. But notice once we head towards Friday itself, we'll hold on to the clouds, but the precipitation will be out of here, though. We'll just hold on to the clouds. So at least through parts of Friday evening, maybe some gusty winds in a few spots, though. But even by Saturday, the clouds will start to get out of here. As for snowfall, though, additional accumulation showing around 3 to 4 inches of additional snowfall before we're all finished up, though. Everywhere else, though, around an inch or less of snow possible. Bangor, hardly anything. And along the coast, hardly anything as well. Most of the snow will stay in the northern parts of the state. As our average high temperature is 28 degrees, upper 30s today and tomorrow, lower 30s Saturday and also on Sunday. We have upper 20s Monday, lower 30s again Tuesday. We're back in the mid 30s again as we head towards your Wednesday. Longer term forecast for February 6th to the 10th showing us with good probabilities that will be above average for temperatures over the next several days. So February 6th to the 10th showing above average temperatures that will also be possible, and below average precipitation for that same time frame as well. So not very great, though, but that's what we have to look forward to for that time frame. So for today, we have upper 30s, mostly cloudy, some afternoon snow showers, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, upper 20s, snow showers, mainly some rain can mix in along the coast, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy and breezy, north wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, here is looking at extended forecast brought to you by Healing Hands Massage. Partly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the low 30s, mostly sunny Sunday, highs in the low 30s, upper 20s Monday with a partly cloudy sky.
How you feel can be affected by the bacteria in your gut. Try New Align Probiotic Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion. It contains a probiotic to help relieve occasional bloating, plus vitamin B12 to aid digestion. Try Align Probiotic.
That grimy film on your teeth.
Dr. G?
It's actually the buildup of plaque bacteria, which can cause cavities.
Most toothpaste quit working in minutes, but Crest Pro Health's antibacterial fluoride protects all day.
They stop cavities before they start.
Crest.
My name is Michelle Potter. When my partner of 20 years died unexpectedly at the age of 49, Cindy at Bragdon Kelly Funeral Home is the one who helped me. My first meeting with Cindy started as a blur. So much stuff was going on and I was really in shock. But she immediately started helping me. I started to feel like things were not completely hopeless. Cindy offered me really useful counsel, and she also offered me her grief support group. When I met with Cindy, I felt recognized and validated. She is very professional and went above and beyond. In her grief group, Cindy committed so much time to all of us. I can still hear her and the helpful information she shared with me. Cindy helped me recognize how important and good life still is. At the time, I wasn't ready for individual counseling. Cindy helped me and got me ready. She is so intuitive and personable. Cindy is not at all what I thought a funeral director would be.
Bragdon Kelly Funeral Homes. Let our family serve yours.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Foxcroft Academy, Howard Insurance, Johnson Foundations, Mallard Real Estate, McCusick Petroleum, and R&K Variety.
That's all for ABC 7 News at Noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Devin Dagnall. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6.